Land of the Lustrous is beautiful, thought-provoking, and brilliant. There are a lot of moments to remember, set pieces, fights. The moment I remember most, where years after the fact I still recall, is quiet, still. Simply Phos reaching out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Phos is the youngest gem. People that don't age, don't get sick, and importantly, can always be put back together. If or when they break apart, as long as all the pieces are found, they can be restored to their former luster. With no outside forces, they will live forever. Largely unknowable, these things show up when the sun is shining and hunt them down. Rumor has it they come from the moon and use the gems as decoration. Who knows the truth of it? Is this what they fear? Never-ending captivity? Never-ending sleep? Yellow Diamond is the oldest of the gems. Every partner Yellow's had has been taken, and Yellow carries this with them. They say the only reason they have survived so long is because they are quick to run away. Yellow sees themselves as having failed every one of their partners thus far. When Yellow's partner Zircon is temporarily partnered up with Bort, Yellow considers requesting for Zircon to stay with Bort. Yellow pushes the person they care about most away from them. Maybe Bort won't make the same mistakes. Meanwhile, while working with Zircon, Bort tells them that their weakness is Yellow Diamond, and their fear of losing them leaves them distracted. Both of them value the other above all else. Yellow even for a moment suggests joining Padpara in never-ending sleep to not have to deal with the weight of their decision. Padpara is just as old as Yellow Diamond, but is stuck in a comatose state. Rutile became a doctor in order to work on Padpara, even when it takes hundreds of thousands of operations over a few hundred years, giving Padpara only a few minutes of consciousness. Worked to exhaustion, they see themselves as a failure. What use are they if they can't keep Padpara alive? So what do they fear? Losing each other, not themselves. Yellow is haunted by losing people and thinks about pushing the person they care about most away. Rutile sees their life as a failure because they can't keep Padpara alive. There is so much on the loss of someone they care about, either someone they have lost or someone they are struggling not to lose. Almost there. After Phos froze up when Amethyst needed them, they decided to stay up through the winter as a form of atonement. Normally, the winters are handled by Antarcite alone. They learn to work together, breaking the ice floes, shoveling snow, breaking the ice floes. The ice floes reflect the anxieties of those around them. They whisper to Phos, saying that if Phos loses their arms, they'll become stronger, better, that they will bite off Phos's arms for them, that if they don't, Cinnabar will. Entranced by them, Phos thinks about it. If only they were stronger, then they could have saved Amethyst. What about next time? What about Cinnabar? No! Antarc is able to pull Phos out, but their arms are lost. The Cord Shore is where they are all born. They might be able to find some minerals to replace Phos's arms. However, there isn't much out there but useless gold and platinum. It's too soft and too heavy to be used normally. They give it a try anyway. And the sun is shining.
一旦外そう。戻る。
The inclusion works.
Gomen. 助かってから言え。まあ、9大点。
おーい。
うわー。あー、
乱暴ね。もう少し優しくして。
我慢しろ。こっちはひびだらけでギリギリなんだ。
危ない。でも無事で何。
僕の手なら戦うんだ。お願い、僕の。
Shouldn't have thrown the sword. Phos has never fought the Lunarans before. Their arms are brand new and they are so heavy. They run as they break apart, actually killing themselves to chase after Antarc. Bits of themselves getting lost. It is so much. Phos puts everything into this jump and pushes farther. Throws the sword with everything. And it's not enough. And now they reach out, being so unfair with themselves. Now, after fighting so much, it has become mundane, using knowledge they didn't have back then, yet they fault themselves with making the wrong choice. Now they dream of reaching out and it not being enough. Now they don't rest. The loss of Antarc changed Phos. Diamond and Bort are the pinnacle fighting team, both with the highest hardness. Bort, a genius of combat, quickly seeing mistakes and improvements. While Daya is just as hard as Bort, Daya is brittle, more prone to breaking, and simply not Bort. And they wish they could be. When Phos got their new arms, Bort immediately saw their potential. In Daya's words, I shouldn't have expected Bort to just overlook the way you shine now. And Bort and Phos team up. It is during this time that Daya gets hunted by a new Lunaran that even Bort doesn't know how to beat. Daya is able to cut it down, breaking to pieces in the process. And lying there, Daya tells Bort how the distance between them made them realize how much Bort meant to them. And Bort agrees. As the pinnacle fighting team, the team pushed into combat the most, the team closest to loss, to losing someone, and their focus is not loss. They protect and care for each other. Their focus is on living together. Their care for one another pulls them together and keeps their minds on right now. These people are immortal. It stands to reason that an immortal's most natural fear would be captivity. We never see that. We see fear of losing someone, and we see camaraderie, longing, loss. This loss can be terrifying, driving. It drives them to fight, to work, to research, to argue, to live. When it comes down to it, these are people. They may fear loss, but they are not controlled by it. They are not submerged in it. When Phos pulls back the pieces, they aren't in the past thinking of their failures. They won't fail again. They're looking to the future. The loss of Antarc changed Phos, absolutely. But they are not lost in it, pushing ever forward to a future they can't even fully see. There is sadness and regret here, and it burns how unfair Phos is to themselves, how they don't rest anymore. But despite that, when Phos pulls back the pieces, they're no longer in the past. Before, saying I shouldn't, now I will. Look at the eyes. They are here and ready to face the future with eyes open.